What's up, guys? Ronaldo here, and welcome. Today, I gotta make a video on this. I don't always make a video on these banners, but man, these banners are insane. We have insane banners coming. Should you summon? Should you not summon? And what do we have here? Wow, I'm flabbergasted. I'm gonna be honest. So let me do something real quick. We have Silas Vierna. As your core, right? Silas Vierna, Eloin. I think these ones are kind of must-have heroes, right? And then you have later down the drain and then you have later down Hatsut, Last, Comet, these guys, right? And then you could also argue Hex. And the thing is, if you take a look at this banner, I'll be honest, for early game players, for people that don't have Lust, right? We don't know when Lust is coming, I'll be honest. We don't know when she's coming, huh? So what I would recommend is think, okay, if I really desperately want Lust, I don't have a Lust, I'm not gonna summon here. But if you have a Lust, don't go for Lust Awakenings. I said it before. A5 Lust is unrealistic. You would much rather have other heroes in your collection than an A5 hero, let me tell you that. And Hex, insane. He's just insane. Also for your Gear Dungeon 2, very strong, the best option there, one of the hardest to replace. He's very solid for the Guild Boss 1 and 2. And then we have Ferssi, one of the non-neglectable heroes for Guild Boss 2. He's one of the GOATs for Guild Boss 2. And the thing is, if you have Ferssi and you don't have Hex, right, I would say go for this banner. If you have Hex but don't have Ferssi, just like I do, I have a Hex A1, I will still go for this banner. And let me give you the thought process here. I'm an end game player, right? I'm an end game player. I only need specific heroes, and that's exactly the kind of hero I'm looking for, right? If we're taking a look here, don't need one of these, don't need one of these. These are all ancients, right? A Hatsut is what I'm looking for. Maybe a Salazar is nice as well for me, definitely. Who else? Magda I like to have. From the normal summoning pool, Aelin is nice. And I think that's pretty much it, right? I got all the normal summoning pool heroes, right? I got all the normal summoning pool heroes, and that's perfect. Ferssi and Hex Awakenings are always nice to have. But that banner is amazing. For end game and early game players, I think this is such a good banner. On top of that, you have Theowin, which is a good hero as well, a good epic. And then you have Titus, who is very niche, but when you can use him, he's good. And Cyclone, who's terrible everywhere, right? But Hex and Ferssi, two amazing legendaries. I say 90% of you guys should go for it. Okay, 90 is an overestimate, depending on if you have a Lust. And Silas and Vierna. I think these are kind of the ones that most of the people will look out for. But I think this is kind of one to go for. On top of that, early game player, you are still lacking so many heroes. Actually, I forgot about that because I've been late game so long. Early game player, you've been right. You're still lacking so many heroes. It's always good to go, because if you are early game and you don't have the certain heroes, and you wait 2, 3, 4 weeks to get a new one, you're gonna get bored, you're not gonna make any progress, and this is a good option to get your hands on a good hero. So even if you're an early game player, this banner is amazing. Like I said, if you don't have Lust, I'd recommend you still pulling for this banner, but not everything you've got, you know? Depending if you're a spender or a non-spender. If you're a free-to-play, you can pull for this banner and can wait and save up some copies for Lust. I personally think, yeah, I just think this is an amazing banner, and I would recommend you highly to go for this. I will go for it, even though I have the Hex, right? And most people that have a Hex will go for it just for Ferssi, and vice versa. If they have Ferssi, they will go for Hex. And then we have Valderon coming back. So Moonton was like, you know what, we didn't make enough money on Valderon. People were like, you know, Valderon is coming, but we knew Praetus is coming right after, so everyone was saving for Praetus. So they were like, you know what? Bring him back. Bring him back. And to that I say, pull, was das Zeug hält. Yeah? Just pull, guys. Valderon, top 3 legendary lords in the game. Absolute unit, force to be reckoned with, right? I built up pity. Look at this. I'm stacked up. I have total of 1 ancient summoning crystal. I can buy some in the shop, codex shop. So I might get lucky, you know. 3, 4 summoning crystals by the weekend. I'll get that. Or 5 maybe. I'ma go copium, get that Valderon. I'ma get him. And yeah. I think it's pretty straightforward. I honestly think if you really desperately want the Lost, right, you don't have her, save up 100 summons or so, and then the rest will go into this banner, because it doesn't get much better than this. I'll be honest, it can't get much better than this to have 2 top tier legendaries in the summoning pool. And I think I don't even want to waffle more. I think it's pretty straightforward. If you don't have Lost, save up some, but if you don't save it at all, get your hands on a Hex if possible, or a Ferssi, right? Just save, so you will still have enough when Lost comes, or when a Silas comes, or a Vierna. And with that said, I think both of these banners are, for most of the players, just a must pull. Yeah, I hope you all have a blessed weekend, a blessed summoning weekend. I'm Ronaldo. Make sure to subscribe, because word in the streets is that your summoning luck is going to increase if you subscribe. And I've seen it real time in the comment section after the summoning of the sessions of people. So it might be factual. It might be factual. With that said, wish you all a blessed day. I'm Ronaldo, and I'm out. Peace.